All right. Welcome, everybody. Today, I'm excited to be interviewing Elna Cain. Did I say that correctly?
You did. You're one of the few who actually said it right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most people call me Elna, actually. So,
Oh, well, I looked over it. There's no extra letters, so it has to be
no,
Elna.
exactly. You're right.
Okay, so I want to get right into this, and I'm just going to start by saying, one, I'm a full-time blogger too. So I'm super passionate about being able to bring other bloggers on who are doing this professionally, have been doing it a while, or even the people that are doing it new and doing things really cool. I love to dive into that. So I've been blogging since AOL said you've got mail. So that's a very, very long time, and have followed the trends. Now, you've been blogging since 2014, correct?
Yes, I have officially started in 2014, although years prior, I was helping my husband. He was the one who introduced me. So, I mean, I played around a little bit with blog posts, back in the day, 2008, 9, around there.
Okay, so you've been dabbling for a long time and then you went
Hmm
real
hmm
professional 2014. Now,
hmm
I came across you on Medium. That's actually the first place I saw you. And I just want to say that I think your writing really stands out. There's just so many people on there. And I follow a lot of other bloggers that share their strategies. And some of them are very generic, and you got real specific, which I think is very helpful. So I just wanted to tell you that's how I found you originally. And let's start with, I just really quick want to ask you about your freelance work. It may be out of order here on the questions, but I've noticed that you've been lately publishing on Medium a lot of exciting news about picking up new freelance work. So first, which do you prefer, freelance writing for other people where you get paid, or blogging for yourself?
That's a great question. If you had asked me, let's say in 2018, 19, I would definitely say blogging was where I was most passionate about. But lately, because I wanted to grow as a freelancer, I've been doing this since 2014, primarily doing blog writing for businesses. I wanted to try something new. A lot of my students were doing copywriting. They were writing for big brands, and I was like, "Wow, this is cool." Like, I have students that are writing for Business Insider and big brands like that. I'm like, "I want to try that. If my students can do that, why not I try this?" So, because of that little idea, I opened up to email copywriting. And because of that, I started thinking about writing for bigger brands. I dabbled with just basic businesses, online businesses like, Smart Blogger and Blogging Wizard, which were great. But I really wanted to, none of my friends, my mom friends, know those brands, right? Like they know Target, they know Walmart, they know like the brands. And so I'm like, well, I want to write for those brands. And it was just through that process that I opened myself up, that I started writing for brands, and that got my passion again for writing for businesses. So at this moment, this year, this month actually, I mean, I landed a gig with GoDaddy, and WordTune reached out to me, and so now I'm going to be writing for WordTune, and so like that even opened the doors to writing for other AI tools. And so I think the landscape has changed dramatically, and so because of that, I'm more excited to write about digital marketing and content marketing, and learn from my writing and to help other businesses. And I think that will ultimately help my business grow as well.
Okay, so much to unpack there. So freelance writing. So I'll just tell you, this is other than pre-writing content myself and selling it on a platform where you can put your articles up in a library. I've never freelance written for a company or for a person, just not anything I've ever really pursued. So that
Mhm.
part's new to me. So can you make a full-time living as a freelance writer, or is this something that you personally believe is more of a supplemental income?
No, you can definitely make a full-time income just freelance writing, but it's the type of writing that you do. So I don't know if I was just doing regular blog writing, writing 1,000 word articles, that I could actually make a living unless I was doing it full time and doing a lot of it. I don't have the time. I have twins. I'm only doing freelance writing part time, and I have been since 2014. I have not done this full time at all. And I know students of mine can make a living doing it part time. One of my students just landed a 5,000 a month copywriting gig just with one client. And so if she has two clients, that could be $10,000 a month working 20 hours a week. So it is possible, but you do need that specialized form of writing, that skill level that you need to grow with and learn, which is ultimately copywriting. It's conversion writing to help businesses. And once you have that skill, you can charge your premium rates for that.
Okay, so when you're writing for these other brands, you're focused on copywriting specifically, meaning you're writing copy that's supposed to convert to a lead somehow. Or are you just referring to content writing and copywriting as the same?
It's nuanced. It's very nuanced, and it's dependent on the client. So, for example, WordTune has a brand new blog, and so they're really focused on content marketing, educational topics to bring in leads to try their AI tool. Um, Someone like GoDaddy again is more. They have specific topics for uh, marketing their tool, so they don't ask for copywriting, but I know from reading their blog posts there are some phrases, some writing that you have to have infused in your writing, like the CTA, user experience, storytelling, all of that is copywriting. And so I think naturally I write in that vein. You told me you found me through Medium, and that's just how I normally write. And so I think I infuse a lot of this copywriting. I don't even know a lot of the terms. I think one of my writers said, "Oh, you have an arc in your writing, a storytelling arc." And I'm like, "Oh, what is that?" I have no idea. Apparently it's a copywriting thing. So I am doing this without really realizing it. But once I figure that out, once I learned from my students and I've learned like, okay, this is called copywriting. Let me learn more about it. Then I am picking up clients just for copywriting. So I have a client that wants me to do SEO copywriting, which is new to me. Like, it's new because I'm offering it for a client, but I think I've always been doing SEO copywriting like on my blog. And so I felt confident to offer that. Like, she asked me and I said, sure, I'll give it a try. And
Are you,
so I was able to do that.
when you're doing it, sorry, I jump in. When you're doing SEO copywriting, are you looking at the competition? Are you using an SEO tool like Surfer or something like that to measure the scoring system and put the right H2s and paragraphs and all of that? Is that what you're referring to when you're saying SEO?
My service, I will definitely tell potential clients I have Ahrefs, I use Market Muse, I have Jasper if you even want me to use that. I tell them I have these tools in place if they want me to use that. But for this client already had a content plan in place. She already had all the keywords and she knew what keywords to use and FAQ questions to ask in her content. So that type of client is perfect for me. I'm finding that there are clients out there, big brands that have no content marketing plan. They ask me, "What do you want to write?" And I'm like, "I don't know your audience. I don't know your content plan. What is your end goal?" Like, you need a content strategist on your team to develop that content plan, not a writer like me. I'm there just to write. I'm not there to form your whole plan. So I'm finding that the clients that already have a plan, like this SEO copywriting client, she has a small service-based business. She knows exactly what she wants and exactly what type of content. So I'm just there to fulfill that need and deliver it in a way that is easy for her, that she can just get the content and not worry about it. And that's something that, because of that, I can also charge premium rates, that I can submit the work that's error free, that has the right keywords, that I use Ahrefs to even optimize it further for her, and to deliver to her within days versus weeks. And so because of that, I'm able to charge some of my highest rates for her in this particular situation.
Can you give any range or example of how you're charging for freelance?
It depends. Yeah, I tell new people who are interested. The base rate right now is about 10 cents a word for long form, like educational content marketing types of post. Now, if you are picking up a gig for like a lifestyle blogger, for other bloggers and stuff, the rates aren't going to be 10 cents. I mean, they're a blogger and they just need content and blog posts, and they may not be optimized. But for the type of business writing, business to business writing in particular,
Mhm.
versus business to consumer, B2C, business to business definitely start at 10 to 12 cents a word. And that's what I teach to my students. That's form of writing. And then you increase your rates. So I've been doing this, like I said, since 2014. And so I've increased my rate, more than doubled my rate for the type of writing that I do, because I have experience now and I have proof. So
Yes, I know. I have several websites myself, and I hire writers, and I know that um, there's a world out there of niche website builders who want to get everything for 2 cents a word. And I've explored everything from 2 cents a word all the way up to 20 cents a word. And it's a difficult thing because sometimes we find paying for more, they're still using AI writing tools. You're not getting anything specialized or unique. You don't always get more. So I think there is an art to going out and finding the writer that actually has the skill set and looks like it matches that particular niche and styling. I know there are writers that can write on a bunch of different topics, but I liked you got my attention because you write the type of stuff that I publish as well. And I think that's what people need to do is find writers that fit what it is that we're building. I also know that you must be my sister's a full-time writer also, and she gets so irritated with the fact that she can't just write. She's like, I just want to write. I just want to write. Now everything has to be researched and analyzed, and how many H2s and this, that, and the other, and word count. And it's gotten so clinical, kind of, that it takes the fun out of it for her. Do you run into that as a writer yourself?
I mean, over the years, I've become jaded a lot of the times when like writing a lot. My Medium content is very personal, and I gripe a lot on Medium about like I'm upset with this and that and all that because I have seen this whole bro marketing thing. You know, there's writers on Medium talking about how bad LinkedIn is, and I'm like, are you serious? LinkedIn for me is a great tool. You're obviously using it wrong, and you're following the wrong people on LinkedIn if you're just getting bro marketing content. But I mean, everyone just wants to clickbait title. Everyone just wants to rank on Google. Everyone's writing the same 17 ways to lose weight post. I mean, there's nothing unique out there. And because of that, for a while, I was very jaded. I was like, I'm just writing about the same topics over and over again on my blog. And I had to take a break. I'm like, this is not valuable to me. Why do I keep doing this? Anyways, oh, I'm just getting traffic, but is it really worth it? And for me, I really had to sit down and think about my end goal and get my passion again. And I think that was why I started Medium so that I could write without SEO in mind. Like I make it clear that I do not write SEO content on Medium. I don't want to get ranked for my Medium content at all. I want to write just pure things. I don't even want to use Grammarly to edit my work. Like I just want to just write. And I find that Medium is that passion way to just write freely. And also because of that, I've been following you too. I on YouTube. I think YouTube had recommended me a while back, and so I watched one of your videos, and I think I found you on Medium as well. Um, you were talking about like hiring writers on like these content platforms. And for some reason, this one afternoon, I was like, I'm going to try, I'm going to sign up to one of these content platforms just to see what it's all about. Because like I wanted just to do something different. I just wanted to not have to write 2,000 words and take 10 hours to research. I wanted a
Is
quick
it was it the
500 word.
was it the pre-written article one where you
Um,
pre-write put stuff up there?
it was no writer's access, I think it
Oh yeah,
was.
yeah. That's where I've gotten a lot of writers from there. It's
Yeah.
hit
So
and miss.
I know you talked about it. I'm like, okay, let me just, and then another writer that I follow also talked about it. I'm like, okay, let me try it. And I knew that it's only like 2 or 3 cents a word.
Yeah.
Like, I think I even failed the test that they gave me.
I
I
know,
don't know.
me too. I did the first time too. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like whatever. But
How are you
I
doing on there? Are you writing on there?
no, I'm not writing on it
Oh,
continually. But I mean, I spent the weekend. I made like over $100, like almost $200, just writing 4 or 5 posts. But I ended up writing for a niche person that I knew. Like I knew who it was that I was writing for them. But I mean, I was amazed by all like the hundreds and hundreds of posts he needed. I was like, wow, this is for me, it was more of like a digital marketer insider to see like, oh, okay, so he wants to write about these weird topics. It's like, oh, okay, this is cool. All about cutting boards and all about like Lego and all about like
oh, it's
porcupines and
okay.
all about like blenders. I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting, where he's going with. So for me, I had a different, I guess, mindset like going into it, but I had fun writing the content. It was like I said, it was a breeze. I didn't have to research much. It was more affiliate marketing. It was just more of just like being a mom and talking in that vein of being a mom and cooking and talking about my cutting board. Like it was
Oh,
easy content for me. And so for me, I like that. I like that break of not having to worry about SEO, not having to really write about content marketing stuff and just write just freely. And so I don't use it very often. It can be for me because I can make more money doing other things, but
Yeah.
it's just something different.
You need to go pick up my work in there because that's right up your alley.
Oh,
I
I didn't see anything.
I think the difference for maybe it's under another name, but um when I'm requesting a writer to write content for me, I definitely only have SEO in mind. That's just where my brain is. I'll do other things, Pinterest, write other blogs, and the Medium and YouTube and whatnot. But when I'm creating on my particular digital marketing website, I want to rank for Wix versus Squarespace or best this for, that's definitely just still where it's at. But I don't like getting those generic, just like, for example, one of the articles I ordered was best best website platform for artists. Now the writer gave me, I'm doing a whole series on those. The writer gave me a fantastic piece on generalized platforms. This is Wix, this is Squarespace, this is WordPress. Any of us could have written that one. There was nothing on there specific to this is, these are some template examples of why this would be good for an artist, or this one offers a portfolio that does this, that, and this. So I had to send it back. And no matter how I put in my notes, this is what I'm looking for, they don't follow the notes. They go off on their own thing. So not all writers want to pick up work from somebody like me, because even though I do explain, add the facts at the bottom, it's pretty easy. And I throw in the $5 Surfer SEO match just so somebody can follow that, like your Market Muse, same concept. It's amazing to me still when I get stuff back and it was so well written, yet we didn't hit all those points. And that's the tough part about just finding a good writer, because we still have to, have to hit some of those points.
No, I agree too. I hire writers too. I also have niche sites. I have more than one
Yeah, I was
site as
looking at that.
well.
You have four. How many do you have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the list.
My main one is Elna Cain. It's my name,
Yep.
.com, which is freelancing. Twins Mommy is my other main one. So those are my two main sites. But I have Smart Mom Ideas, which I started to turn into a lifestyle blog, and I have a whole strategy on that one. And I have two contributor blogs. I have one that's Freelancer FAQs for freelancing topics. That's a contributor, so all guest posting. And Imperfectly Perfect Mama, which is another guest posting for motherhood and parenthood content. So both of those sites get free content from me. I sometimes even give them the keyword and said, here, run with it. This is a keyword I need. And a lot of them are like, okay. And then they just give me the post for that. And I find a lot of my writers actually through those two contributor posts. But I started a new niche site that is just affiliate marketing, just SEO, like just no comments on it. Not really pumping on Pinterest, just a little bit, but just focusing on the Google traffic. And I've been struggling trying to find the right writer for that. I think I found one, but like I feel like it's an easy gig. I give them the keyword, the title,
Yeah.
all the H2s, all the keywords that they need, and the H2s. I have the outline for them. So
Well, the
some people,
challenge I think is a lot of these writers aren't really writers. That's
Mhm.
first and foremost. And in my experience, especially recently, now that we have things like Jasper AI and all the different AI writing tools, which I'm a fan of when they're used in a certain way. I
Mhm.
definitely use them in part when I'm creating a piece of content, but not just to put things in and let it spit out a bunch of generic stuff, which is what I'm finding a lot of people now are jumping on these AI tools, getting on there, and then selling their work. And there's nothing optimized about that type of content. There's nothing unique, nothing special. But if they use the H2s and they can bring that in and incorporate that if they're following the overall thread. But I want to see somebody put in a quote and a link to somewhere else. So I even put all those into my little bullet points.
Mhm.
We know this is what Google's looking for. And of course, we're writing for the user, but we know we're also optimizing for Google. So I feed them everything here, spoon fed. If you're a
Yeah.
writer, you should be able to incorporate all that. But I think a lot of these writers are just not really writers. They're people
Yeah.
they're entrepreneurs. They're people that went, I can make money doing this. Let me jump on Jasper and just respond. Because I can see it. I was wondering if Google was going to be able to tell the difference, how they were going to be able to tell the difference between AI and regular. But there are tells. There's word like important. It is important to is repeated so many times in AI tools. You should is another one that's repeated. So I do a quick scan on Grammarly, and if I come back with 12 you shoulds, I got a good feel vibe that they're probably using AI, and then I dive more deep into it to make sure. So we got to get better with how we use them, but I still think they're good
Yeah.
tools.
No, I mean, I'm in the Jasper Facebook group, and there's lots of writers that say that they're called the Jasper writer and that businesses hire them, which I find that so odd because
Why?
like they're just getting, yeah, why are they doing that? They're just getting generated content. And even like someone like WordTune, which is aware they're an AI tool. I mean, WordTune isn't like Jasper. It's more like Grammarly a little bit. But anyways, I mean, they specifically told me they only want unique content, and they want me to like have not case studies but like to infer some unique content. And for me, that's case studies, quotes,
Yep.
that's
Examples. Yep.
going to Twitter and asking a question, getting responses, things like that, which is super easy. I mean, it's not
Give me
hard
an
for me to
example of that.
do that.
Stop. Give me an example of that. Going to Twitter and asking for questions. That's a great tip.
Yeah, so if I'm writing a post on, I don't know, like a content marketing plan, I might ask a general question about like, what's your favorite content marketing tool to write blog posts or something like that. And then I'll get people to list their favorite tools. Or I might ask a more thought-provoking question about like, what is the worst thing you've seen from a content marketing a tool or something like that, and they might say, well, I don't like this and I don't like that, and I will use those quotes in my content as I polled my audience and this is what I got. I recently, in one of my posts, I don't do this often enough and I should, but I did a post on like your freelance writing logo. And so I asked my students, I said, hey, can you give me a link to your logo and tell me why you chose this? Or no, it wasn't my logo, it was my title, the freelance writing title. Like, what did you title yourself as a freelance writer, and why did you title it that way? And I got so many responses that I just put them in my content, and I was able to uh, generate tons of unique content. Like, this writer says her freelance title is this, and this is what she said about it. And I quoted her, and I did that like several times in my content. And I mean, that post is ranking. I don't know if it's because of that, it's an easy keyword, but it's just for me, if I can add more unique qualities to my posts, then I feel like it's more valuable and people like it. So
Yeah, I think it's excellent. So when you're doing, what you got all of your own blogs. Two of those we were talking about. We were primary elnacain.com and twinsmommy.com. Monetizing platforms. Are you monetizing? What's funny?
my daughter just like
Oh,
peeked
I
in right
missed
now.
it. I was looking down at the page pop in.
Yeah,
Okay.
crazy.
So when you're monetizing these blogs, are you monetizing with ads, affiliate income, courses, services, coaching, all the stuff that most of us do? What does yours look like?
Well, I for my main freelancing site, my main freelancing site is the one that gets the most SEO um, traffic. I think it gets like 60% SEO traffic, and it is my main income driver to make a sustainable living as this for the past, what, 6 or 7 years. Um, I do not have any ads. I do not use any AI tools on it. Well, I use Market Muse, but I don't use like Jasper. I don't create content with AI tools. So that blog I treat very like carefully with. I had one post that was ranking and it had like 600 comments, and my husband had to change because of some Google update, he had to change it to like a different type of lazy loading or whatever.
Uh huh.
And we were so afraid like we're going to just like it's going to change everything, and it did. I no longer rank for that post anymore. But I mean, like, it's just those little things like, oh, if I change it, I'm always afraid. Posts that rank, I don't want to touch, but I
And
know that I have to update it.
that's a pretty good rule of thumb in my experience for the most part as well. And it's tough because I'll be dangling maybe at number 4, number 3 or something, and I'll go, let me go just wrong, leaves page 1, and I'm like, oh no, why did I get greedy and try to
I
change it and
know.
bump it up? Probably would have been better to create a bunch more supporting articles that linked to it than to actually mess with the on page art content itself. I mean, I think
It's
if it's
yeah.
on page two, go ahead and play with it, get it moved up. But if you're on page one, you're getting especially towards the top, and you're getting a significant amount of traffic. Touching those things is dangerous. However, like you said, sometimes we
Mhm.
can't help it. We gotta get with the core vitals. We gotta change this. There's comment spam. We gotta worry about that. So your first two blogs, then it sounds like you must have been doing a lot of Pinterest, was it, to generate traffic to
Yes.
those?
So sorry. So yeah, my Elna Cain site is more mostly SEO. Twins Mommy, I have ads on, and I don't do a lot of affiliate marketing on my Elna Cain site, but the ones that I do are like really good affiliate posts that I'm trying to rank, and that are ranking. But my Twins Mommy, I do more affiliate marketing, just all over the place, and I do ads on that, and it seems to be going fine. Google seems to be okay with it. It's doing well with traffic, but I do get Pinterest. For the first couple years, it was like 70% Pinterest, but now I think it's only 20% Pinterest. It's mostly SEO now.
Algorithm change.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
all of that has changed. Smart Mom Ideas is my Pinterest blog. Pinterest still loves Smart Mom Ideas because I guess most are women on Pinterest.
Mhm.
Most are moms on Pinterest. So Smart Mom Ideas is all motherhood, pregnancy, all that stuff, parenthood stuff. And recipes. I just have it all different types of lifestyle topics. And Pinterest likes that. They like lifestyle content. And so I still get the bulk of traffic through pinners, but Google is coming around. I'm slowly starting to get some traffic through SEO that way. It took a couple of years actually.
It does.
Um, yeah. And then my contributor blogs, both of them, I don't really focus too much. They both have ads. I'm trying to rank freelancer FAQs. It's really hard. My main competitors, I think it's Milo or Milo.co. So it's just really hard to get the big traffic for that type of topic. And
Which
then
one did you
my
say was your highest earner?
Elna Cain.
And that one you said you're monetizing with
That way,
no
no, Elna Cain, nothing except courses. I do
courses.
courses. So,
Okay. What
and a little bit affiliate marketing.
what I want everybody to hear, because to me this is like the biggest takeaway almost I think so far of the whole interview, is that those of us in the blogging world monetize based on what platform and what niche fit. Not everything is going to work on Pinterest. You just said lifestyle, anything lifestyle on Pinterest, Halloween costumes, food, home and garden, all of that stuff. Now, I still get traffic from Pinterest like you do on my SEO blog, but it's going to be tiny. It's going to be small compared to if I post a keto recipe on from the keto blog up there. And then, like you said, affiliate income is going to do better on. There's a lot of websites like your Twins Mommy that monetize with ads and affiliate income, and that is a great combination too. I see a lot of people making a lot of money. Now I'm playing with it right now. I just took ads down off of my main website, and I just filled it with calls to action for affiliate links, and I'm just testing to see, can we really get more. I mean, in my opinion, there's a lot more money to be made in affiliate income, residual kind of affiliate like links, like software, which I know
Mhm.
you've got sites that dabble in that too. I have one affiliate that I make $9,000 a month from. And no way
Nice.
am I going to get that from ads unless I have way more traffic than I have now. So I can do that just with, teaching YouTube blog influence, where otherwise to get that much in ads, we'd need millions of visitors and high ranking.
Mhm.
So what are you finding for you out of all of that stuff that you're playing with? Is there one that's more lucrative than the others, or one that you're pushing towards because you like it better?
Well, for me, I mean, I make the most money with digital products, right? So anything I can do, I'll focus on digital products. My Smart Mom Ideas, because it's doing so well traffic wise, and I get like it's almost at a I didn't check the other day, was it like 70 or 80,000 page views? So it's just getting really nice page views from people, like normal people, not bloggers. I could like start an Etsy shop and like maybe dabble in Etsy now and see if I can like put some digital products on Etsy and see if I can drive people from Smart Mom Ideas that moms typically buy. They through Facebook ads. I mean, I see a lot of Facebook ads on just planners and stuff. Why not try this route and see if I can monetize it even more? Because like I am doing affiliate marketing with Smart Mom Ideas, but I still make the most money with ads on that site. With my twins mommy, I do have a course, but I do make more money with affiliate marketing on that site. With Elna Cain, I make it with the digital products mostly.
There you
Each
go.
site
So
is different. Yeah,
mhm.
each site's different.
I love that. And the fact that you're willing to explore those and test those, people tend to get in one lane and think, "Oh, I'll just build another thing on the same idea and I'll just put ads on that." But then the ads don't perform as well on that site. The RPM's not as high. You're just not making as much money when you're talking about how to feed a rabbit versus how to use Canva to build an ebook.
Mhm.
You're going to make a lot more money on the software side of things typically than you would on like a small pet blog per se. That's just an example. But so where
Yeah.
did you learn all this? Was it instinctive or did you take courses?
I wish it was instinctive. I just got it in my head. No, I think for me it was just trial and error. I mean, I started in 2014 with my blog, and I just started blogging. I read other blogs like Social Media Examiner, Copy Blogger, all the big sites out there teaching us how to blog and what's important about blogging. And I learned to love that style of writing, the short pieces, one or two thoughts in a post. And I'm like, wow, I really like that formula. And so I really excelled in that. And because I had an idea of wanting to offer freelance writing, I needed to learn to how to market myself. How am I supposed to get known in the world of the internet with millions of people? How are they going to find me? And so I started really learning about marketing and digital marketing. What do you do online to market your business? And I fell in love with all the tactics. I just fell in love with that whole industry, and that became my freelance writing niche. I excelled with optimizing my website, I guess, because I was starting getting leads within a couple months. I learned about email marketing, and I started an email list, and just these things. I read it and then I apply. I try it out. So, like I was mentioning with Etsy, I'm learning about Etsy right now. Let me try. I need to try it out because I'm not going to just sit here and learn and learn and learn. I need to apply. And I think a lot of people, it's hard for them, right? If they want to start a blog, they read and read and read. They need to start. They need to apply. So you have to get in that mind frame of reading and applying and tweaking. And so I've really just, I think that's what I've been doing. And I think because of that, I'm able to excel, I guess, and learn more about all the changing landscape of digital marketing.
I think it's so nice to be in the world that we're in right now where we can just pop on a free YouTube video and learn one element. I remember one day I was trying to learn I was building a WordPress website and I was trying to connect ConvertKit email to the little form that they had on there. I just kept getting stuck on this one element. I was able to go to YouTube and go, boom, there it is. And of course, later, then I made the same video on my channel teaching other people
Mhm.
how to do it. But it's so nice that we have all these resources. But I will tell you, I don't know if anybody's ever told you this before, but being resourceful is a skill. And my just hearing what you just said, I can't believe how many people don't do that.
Mhm.
They wait for somebody to tell them, guide them, give them specific instruction. They won't just go to Google or to YouTube and type in, how do you do this? Or like you were talking about, looking at all the other bloggers. I mean, if we just go look at Search Engine Journal and Matt
Mhm.
Diggity Marketing, and we just go look at all, and now Adam Enfroy, oh my gosh, we go look at all their stuff, the map's there already. It's just a matter of us going out there and then having that ability to digest it. So not to knock everybody else, I just don't think everybody is natural. I don't know if it's DNA or it's something we learned as children, but the fact that we just know to do that is not something everybody has, nor do they even know what to search for or what platform to search on. Those are the people that typically will see something like your course or my course. They'll just buy something because they need that kind of instruction. And that's
Mhm.
fine too. But in this day
Mhm.
and age, we can just go to YouTube and type in anything. I'm looking up things like high level affiliate conversions and do affiliate landing pages convert better than uh, a regular call to action and those types of things. And there's not as much out there in that space, but the stuff I do find is very valuable. So I love that you just naturally know to do that. And I'm sure you'll never stop doing that because there's always going to be new things to learn. What are you learning right now? You said Etsy. Is there anything in the
Yeah.
blogging space right now or
Um,
SEO space or affiliate? I guess it's all.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is Jasper right now with Jasper Art, so I'm just playing around with that. I don't know if it's a waste of time, but I am playing with Jasper Art.
Oh, the
Um,
mangled faces are giving me nightmares, though. I just have to
yeah,
say, I have been
yeah,
able to pull some basic ones out for my blog, but every time I'll put something like pretty woman sitting at a desk typing and drinking a cup of coffee, she's got three arms and an extra, like arm or
I
fingers are coming
know.
out. It's early, but
Yeah,
it's fun to be an early adopter, though, isn't it?
yeah, and then for me, I just love learning about that too. And then YouTube as well. I mean, I'm not on YouTube very often. I do have a YouTube channel. I have two channels that I'm trying to grow, but I mean, I'm always loving and learning about anything new with marketing. So YouTube for me, I'm not big keener on TikTok, although I should probably learn more about TikTok marketing because I'm sure my clients would want some posts about that. I excel in social media marketing content. That's where I try to niche myself with. So I really need to learn these platforms and what's new, short videos and things like that. So I do spend my time like on social media because I'm actually learning all the little things that I need to learn to write content for clients.
I will tell you my personal experience because you and I have so many similar things that we're doing. My Lori Ballen blog, the teaching digital marketing, is great for some things, but when I get on and do a YouTube video and show somebody how to use Jasper or how to use something like that, and then put the affiliate link in there, the conversion rate is so much higher than trying to put in a call to action in a blog. I mean, just my personal experience, I can get 48 views on a video and get two new affiliate signups that I'm now making $35 a month for the lifetime of that client. Where on a blog, I could pay $100, $100, $200, $300, have all these blogs written, and they just die on the vine and nothing else happens. But if I actually just show up and get on YouTube, I mean, I keep saying it out loud, like I could just do YouTube and nothing else, and not ever have to do anything, not ever have to do anything else. But I think when you're a blogger, a writer, creator, it's just in our blood. We want to get to that keyboard. We want to do those things. So I have, plus it's our test kitchen. This is how we teach people how to do things, is by going out and putting them on a blog and doing them ourselves. But man, that I keep looking at all my software affiliate conversions. I'm like 10 clicks to through YouTube and two people sign up, and this one 242 clicks off WordPress and no sign ups. Like man,
Yeah.
we just need
No
to fix.
video. Yeah, no video, you're right. Video, I started recently doing videos for my affiliate posts. So I wrote my affiliate posts years ago and I'm like, I'm going to start doing videos for them. And what's nice is that YouTube is now showing my post and my video on the first page. So I'm there twice now. Like it's more proof. And like one post has 4 videos and like Google's serving up 2 of those on the first page as well. So I love the fact that I can turn any kind of affiliate post into a video and then put the video back into the post, make it more valuable, and then Google can see it and start serving it up. It's a nice tactic for sure.
One of my strategies now, especially really just started in 2022, is where before I would automatically go to SEMrush, which for those of you that don't know, it's a Ahrefs, SEMrush, Ubersuggest. They're all Ahrefs and SEMrush are the two most comparable agency used. So I would go in there and do all my keyword research and what's the competition level and what's the cost per click value and keyword difficulty and yada yada. And I wouldn't even go to Google and look at what was showing up on the search results because I spent so much time in that SEO tool. Now, the way Google has orchestrated its search engine, it tells us so much right there without even having to go to an SEO tool. So now if I go search something and I type in something like SEMrush versus Ubersuggest, I take a look at those top results. If they're video, I'm automatically making a video. If there's no video
Yeah.
on the page and I'm focused on search, I may not make a video for that and I'll just do the written blog. But if everything on the page is video, I'm like, why even make the blog? Now, if it's an easy keyword, lower competition, we have a chance of ranking video plus blog, there's value there because you're going to take 2 spots on the top. But I think if we look at that search engine, we can totally see what it is that we need to create. They give us so much
Yeah.
info.
I think you're so right. I didn't even realize that, but you're right. One of my keywords is an affiliate base, but it's the intent is if it's a scam. And
Ah,
so I'm like, I didn't know for years. I didn't name it. I think it was like the platform review. Like it's just platform review. And so now I have the word, is it a scam? Is it worth it? Because I've noticed that the intent people are searching that platform if it's a scam.
so
And so
you
if
know,
I didn't look, but Lori, if I didn't look on Google, which I never did for years, I just recently did, I
you
missed
wouldn't
out on
have
all those
seen it.
yeah.
Yes. Well, and that's a prime example of just if you just scan the first 10 results, are they using numbers in their headline? Are they using a search parameter at the end? Are they putting the year in the title? It tells us without even using the SEO tools. Now, I want to warn you about that scam one, though. Maybe you already know this. So I started doing that, and now the affiliate partners are putting in their terms of service you cannot use the word
Ooh.
scam. So
I don't know.
I
Yeah, I have to see.
stopped, but they don't say, is it worth it? So I still do the is it worth it? Just you
Yeah.
just
Well,
need to
that's good to know. Yeah, that's good to
they're
know. I
catching
don't
on,
know.
these are well, and I understand why because if I was in a brand, I wouldn't want people using the word scam so it's
Oh,
connected to my blog anywhere.
yes.
But everybody was doing it, and I jumped right on that bandwagon, and then I
Mhm.
got a notification. I'm like, God darn, I didn't even notice that. So that's
Oh,
kind
that's interesting. I haven't gotten a notification on that yet, but yeah, that's good to know because I could, but it's hard because Google is showing that platform as sort of that scam because every post has that, and there are contentions with it. So it's interesting. That the company hasn't said anything because I think they know themselves. It's a good company. I recommend it because I think it's fine. Whatever it is, it's I think people it's a job board, and so people think that the
of
company provides the jobs, but no, it's a job board to curate jobs. That's all it is.
yeah, so
Like
it
you're
couldn't
not
be a scam, but
yeah, so
people
but
are
I don't know.
yeah, they're not real jobs or they're sell
Yeah.
perfume door to door, and so now they get
So
associated.
yeah, I have to mention like yeah, they just curate the jobs. They are not they getting all the jobs. It's your discretion. So I think that's where a lot of the confusion is, but and regardless, I put that in there and it's helping me rank, but I don't know if it's actually going to help with conversions. My conversions are okay, but they've gone down a lot, I think because of that term probably.
I wonder, and I almost wonder if it's almost like the advertisers now. The advertisers don't want to pay you if you're using sensitive or negative. There's so many new little regulations that are coming
Mhm.
along where you're not going to get as much. I wonder if the search engines are might be trying to do the same thing,
Yeah.
control a little bit of that, bad imaging. Who are you following right now? Are you following any like bloggers, YouTubers?
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody you want to mention?
Yeah, I've been watching Adam Onfroy for sure, and, um, I do follow Catherine Manning, and a
Okay.
couple other
Uh-huh. I
YouTubers for
used to
sure.
follow her a lot, and then she
Yeah.
beelined another direction for a little bit there, and yeah. So if anybody, Adam, I'll tell you what, Adam makes me lose sleep. I'm just gonna say that right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, my husband got wind of him and he introduced me. He likes following all the dudes out there, and so I don't. For years, I don't like Matt Diggity. I just learned about all these dudes because my husband, but he
It's
mentioned him
mostly a
and
men industry. There's not that many
Yeah.
women in the end. Well, the reason why, so I like I like people that give real deal. This is exactly how I did it. And then I go pick it apart. Okay, well, let me look at that. Okay, I see where they did that. That maybe that really doesn't fit me, or I'm not going to be great at that aspect. So, for example, Adam says it and everybody misses it. He was an affiliate manager. He has
Mhm.
relationships all over. He got backlinks and boosted his domain authority. No wonder you could kill it in the first 2 years. It's not that, although his website is great, content's good, it's the same stuff we see in a lot of different places, though. It's the
Mhm.
domain authority because he was excellent at getting backlinks. He went out and he had the
Mhm.
relationship. So I looked at all that and went, man, no matter how much content I produce, no matter how all the cute little boxes and stars and all that, without those backlinks, it's not going to matter. So he was able to infiltrate that space much quicker than the average person who's taking his course is, that's a big piece of it. That's just a big piece of it.
I
So
know. I know, I totally agree, and you hear stories about like, well, it's not all about backlinks, but it really how can it not be? How can it not be? I have some of the best posts that aren't optimized for SEO because I know because they're not ranking, but I feel like it's a really good post and it's valuable. The comments tell me that it's valuable. The comments people tell me they get jobs from my reading that post, that it's valuable, that it's one of the best writings, yada yada. I get it from my comments. So I know it's a good post, but I never optimized it because I just wrote it just because. But Google doesn't know about it, right? So
Mhm.
it's not serving it up and it's not getting traffic and but it's just sitting on my blog, right? So the
The
people on my blog have to
combo
go through it to find it.
the combo that I have found that I personally feel like is the formula, but is that doesn't necessarily help us because it's the formula. Topical authority. How well does your website rank in that niche? How much authority does it have in that space? And then how much that article is on topical relevance with the rest of the website. Those tend to go together. Plus, then we have backlinks endorsing it. And then we have how much traffic is coming to it. Now, I know Google has said this is not an algorithm, but I'll tell you, I did a blog where I compared fake eyelashes. This was on
Mhm.
a midlife blog that I started to build, and I ended up not keeping it going because I realized I don't want to talk about being old, and it was just giving me too much grief. But I compared all of these different lashes, these magnetic lashes, and all that kind of stuff. That thing went crazy viral. Was not ranking on Google, but the amount of traffic coming from Pinterest and coming from YouTube to that blog, so they could grab that coupon or whatever it was on there, my domain authority just shot up faster than anything I've ever seen. The entire website's domain authority just skyrocketed. Now, I didn't stay up there. I think it was up there for probably about 5 or 6 months, and then it started to come down because I didn't back it up with a bunch of other stuff that would have been relevant to that. So I think if we can push a lot of traffic from Pinterest, from YouTube to a particular blog, it's just quicker eyeballs. Google has to be paying more attention to it somehow because I've seen it happen too many times. But that domain authority skyrocketing like that, now it could have been, and I didn't look, but it could have been all those coupon sites might have picked up that coupon. But we know those coupon sites are all spammy and low domain
Yeah.
authority. So I wouldn't have thought that would have been the case. But it was an interesting study. I'm like, man, I need another case study where we can get a blog to go viral on Pinterest or on YouTube or something that's not ranking and see what that does, what that traffic actually does to that blog. I mean, you must have stuff like that from Pinterest.
Well, I want to go back to what you're saying about like blogs ranking in Google. Like you need a topical authority and backlinks, and a good backlink profile, and all of that. I totally agree with you. I feel like I'm one of the few blogs out there that only talks about freelance writing. That's it. Freelance writing and writing and jobs, like all of that, the business of freelance writing that ranks. There aren't that many out there. The Right Life is the other one, but they don't talk only freelancing. They talk about authors, book, like writing a book, and different. I learned that Smart Blogger wanted to get into the world of freelancing, and they overtook my keywords.
Of course they do.
They found my keywords and they wrote the same post that I did, and now they're ranking. Why is Google not looking at my blog? Like, I got so mad. I'm like, I don't understand this. I got so much good traffic from Google. They found me as an authority. But as soon as a bigger blog that talks about affiliate marketing, their number one post is in Ahrefs, I think, is like affiliate marketing or even like power words, something that doesn't make any money, like power words. That's what they're ranking for. But Google thinks they're an authority in freelance writing
I
and
think that
ghostwriting. I'm like,
domain authority trumps everything else. I'm telling you, that's what I go look. I spent more time in the search engines than you could possibly imagine studying. What did they
I
do?
don't
What
know.
didn't they do? Why is Google favoring this? And although I agree, I do think that topical authority matters. I think when you're big enough, like
It
Neil
doesn't matter.
Patel can write about anything he wants to,
I
it's
know.
probably as long as it's somewhere in that broad digital marketing landscape. And I think that you said it was Smart Blogger that did that. Was it
Yeah.
Smart Blogger that did it? Well,
Mhm.
but I could see potentially how Google might group those together. Now, if Smart Blogger started talking, no, here's what I want Smart Blogger to do. I want them to go try to get into the keto diet niche, and let's see if they rank for that, because that would be
They probably
so.
could. That's what I mean. Like, what is up with that? I That's what gets me so mad. And when they started ranking for my terms, they were trading their links because they had guest posts on Ahrefs blog, on other big blogs, and they were swapping their links to go to the
Yeah,
main
I
post
still
that they
see
wanted to
that
rank.
all the time
And I'm
too.
just like,
Mhm.
I was livid because
Be-
they have the capability. I'm just one person on my blog, and they have a whole team. They have Facebook ads, which I don't do Facebook ads. I try to, but I've been banned for some reason, so I can't do ever Facebook ads.
Oh,
So they have a whole team in place, and here I am. I have to compete with Goliath now. Like,
well, we all
I'm
do.
sorry. I'm
We
getting a
all
little
do.
bit pissed off at that because like it's just like Jesus Christ. Like I I value the word of my blog. Like I spent so many years just creating a really good content library. So my plan for that blog now is to like dominate. Like I'm gonna dominate every freelance writing term there is on Google. Like because I need to show topical authority. I naturally get backlinks just
I don't think that's enough.
unsolicited.
I don't
I
think
know
it's, so do
it's
I.
not
I do
enough.
too. Most of us bloggers have been doing this for a while. We're going to get somebody's going to quote our statistic. Neil Patel linked to my long tail keyword blog once. That's cool. But I think for most, this is my opinion, and I'm not doing it either. I'm not doing it either. But we got to figure out backlink outreach. I just think
Yeah.
no matter how much we there's got to be something in there because otherwise we're
I
going
don't
to get
know.
stuck at a domain authority of 50 probably at the highest and not be able to go any higher than that, and then we're not competing with, and I'm talking about Ahrefs domain authority score,
Yeah, domains.
SEMrush domain authority.
My authority score in Ahrefs is a 62. It's a
I feel
62.
like Ahrefs.
So,
Okay,
I
so but
mean, the
if you're
Moz, I think for
six.
Moz, it's like a 40 or something. But honestly, Smart Blogger is a 79 or 78, and I'm a
Oh
62.
well, on
So
a
do you see, Lori, like, do you see like how I'm just like, why?
that's
Why is that
frustrating.
happening? It's
Yeah.
frustrating for me. So now I'm targeting like I've never in my blog targeted the low hanging fruits. I've always targeted big keywords. Like it just naturally, I was targeting those keywords. Now I'm targeting these like low 10 searches a month, 20 searches a month, and I'm ranking within 2 days. Like I'm ranking on because
Mhm.
I'm going to try and get all the keywords that I can to show Google like look, like people are coming to this site for all information about whatever I talk about. Like that's what I'm hoping, but
And then I
honestly, I mean, I
also
really
think
don't know.
don't you think too, building that brand around it also. So if you're making YouTube videos about freelance writing, and if you're
Yeah,
making
there you go.
Pinterest,
Yeah,
you're doing your social media about that will all help prove that authority.
I
But
hope so. Like,
still
yeah, that's another.
it is David and Goliath no matter what. I mean, it
Hmm.
is really really hard for us to compete with these huge companies that have massive writing budgets and this big pool of writers. We only, even if we have the big budget to hire a big pool of writers, then we would also have to hire an editor and somebody to manage the writers. And I've had a
I
100
mean,
employees before. I don't want to do that again.
no, and I'm not saying that it's like impossible. And I'm not trying to whine about it. Like a lot of my posts do rank already on the first page. But they don't rank number 1, 2, or 3. They were pushed down from 1, 2, or 3 to 4, 5, 6. And you know that the click rate through for a post that's spot 4, 5, or 6 is
Really
nothing
low.
basically. It's really, really low. And so that's where I'm just like I'm upset with, but I have to come to terms with it that like that's why I have other sites. That's another reason why I want to pick up clients because I can get a link to WordTune and they have a high DA. All my big brand clients, GoDaddy, they all have big, although I can't get a link from GoDaddy, but I can probably get a link from WordTune. Zapier, I got a link because I wrote for Zapier
That's
and they
great.
graciously gave me a link. So it's things like that where if I can pick up clients that have good domain authority, then that can help too. And so why not? Why not pick up some more clients and like you said, build the brand still that like, yeah, I'm not just talking about freelance writing. I'm an actual freelance writer. You can find my posts as a freelance writer everywhere. So I'm hoping that over time, I mean, maybe the 10-year mark, we'll see.
I think I've been blogging since AOL said you've got mail. So in the literally in the early 1990s, back when we had bulletin boards and whatnot. And I have seen all the movement, all the changes, all the trends. And guess what? I'm still making money as a blogger today, just
Mhm.
like I made blog money as a blogger then. we can still do this, but we do have to accept the fact that it is way more challenging, way more competitive. And in my opinion, the best way to go about this is to be in multiple places, is to
Mhm.
have a little bit of that cross channel so that if something does, I mean, we got this algorithm rolling out by Google right now.
Mhm.
Nothing's happened much yet, but we're still waiting to see what happens. You never know if you're going to wake up one day and just it's tanked. But if you got your YouTube going strong, you just lean in and go, okay, let me come over here for a little bit. All right, that's not working so well. Let me go over here for a little bit. Ad revenue's down, or affiliate income's down, or when things like what we went through the last couple of years happened, and then all of a sudden everything in our world changed. Some of us were able to pull from other spots, and other people were just out of luck because your hairstylist and your salon got shut down, and you're stuck for 2 years. So diversifying and having those different things to pull from personally, I feel like that's what keeps us in the game. And
Yeah,
all
I No, I think you're right. Diversifying, I mean, that was having more than one site, having more than one product. If you have products, have digital
yes.
products,
Mhm.
do ads, do affiliate marketing, dabble in all those, and see what works. I mean, my Smart Mom Ideas blog, I started doing affiliate marketing, but I wasn't making conversions until my post started ranking. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to dial down now and start doing affiliate marketing more heavily until that happened. But before that, I was like, let me just write anything and get Pinterest traffic. Pinners like just to read the content and get ad impressions and all that. So that's what I focused on. But you have to sort of, like you said, lean in on what's working. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like with this whole Etsy, is a new channel. So let's see if maybe I can get my niche site onto Etsy and make a couple sales there, because right now it's low for affiliate marketing. I'm making a few dollars. But the time will come, it's a new site. So
Are you making any money on Medium in the partner program?
uh, when I write more, the most I made was 200
That's
a month.
I'm like the 250 mark.
Yeah.
And
I don't I have I've
all I
stopped.
have to write about on Medium, if I teach people how to make money on Medium as a writer, that's all you got to do. Write every couple, share your blog income report. It doesn't get, they say
Yeah.
that there's only the top 1% makes over $100 a month on Medium. But to me, it was
Uh,
like, it's not, there seems to be like a little niche in there that you just jump in, and,
yeah.
and you have it. You have that,
Well, the more I write, yeah, I started writing more content, but shorter content. So I don't know if that's a good strategy or not.
I love your content. I love your writing. I
Oh,
want to
thanks.
see more of your case studies and research. And I tried this and this worked. I love that stuff. I'm obsessed with that kind of stuff. Show me the proof. Show me what you did. Even little things like I changed this button from blue to orange, and I got this. Like that stuff's so good, because everything else is so generic. When you can actually come and
Yeah.
say, I made $9,000 last month as a, oh, that's a big number, but I made $3,000 last month as a freelance writer, whatever. People love that stuff, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Any advice for anybody that's just getting started before we wrap?
If you're interested in starting either an online business or a blog, I think the biggest thing is know that it is still possible nowadays. Even though me and Lori have like talked about how difficult it is, there is there is always room for another blog, another site. Learn, and the best thing I was taught was take that first year to learn. Don't really focus. I mean, I know it's hard to say, but try not to focus on monetizing that first year, just to really learn about blogging, really learn about SEO, really learn about email. And once you figure that out, then you can start tweaking and applying. But commit yourself to apply. Like you're going to learn and then do, learn and then do. And it will grow slowly. Like I always tell people, get your blog out there, share it on social media, and it will slowly, slowly grow. And it's like my niche site is what, month 5 or 6, and it's very slow. Like I think I have like 600 page views, and that's it. But I know it's going to get better. I
Oh
just have
yeah.
to keep waiting.
Oh yeah.
So
That first year, it's like it's crickets until
yeah.
you really start getting it built up. And where do they go to learn more about your course? You mentioned your course a couple times.
Oh yeah. If you're interested in freelance writing and learning about writing and making money as a writer, I do have a course called Write Your Way to First 1K. It's write21k.com, like TO, write21k.com. Or you can just go to elnacain.com and toot around there, and you can find my courses there. But if you're interested in blogging, also Twins Mommy talks about blogging. If you're a mom, I have some content for mompreneurs, I call them. So you can learn more there.
Love it. All right. Well, I appreciate having you today. Lots of great nuggets, and I'll share this with everybody and put some links back to your website. Help you with that DA, get it up there a little bit more with a couple links for you. And
Thanks.
as much as it'll help, right? We'll take whatever we can get. All
For
right. Keep
sure.
up the good work, and I'll see you around Medium for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks
Thanks,
for having me.
Elna. All right. Bye bye.